Hey guys, hope you're well. I am back with another video on Python. In this video, we're going to cover polymorphism. Let's look at some examples or some ways polymorphism is implemented in Python. So let's look at an operator that most of us are already familiar with, plus operator. And before that, so let me tell you the literal meaning of polymorphism. Poly means many and morphism means forms. So polymorphism literally means many forms. So here, let's just use this plus operator for adding two integers, right? And let's go ahead and run it. So the answer is 11. So, and also we can use the same plus operator for joining or concatenating two strings like this. You can see, let's actually run this. So the result of this first operation, 5 plus 6 is 11, and then this string. So we're joining these two strings using the plus operator. So we are concatenating these two strings. So, and we use the same plus operator. And another example is, so let's say you have a string like this actually. So this is a string variable equals hello, and you want to print the first letter of the string. Then you could do something like this, right? And let's run it, and now we can access the first character of the string or the first letter of the string. And now let's say we have a list like this, and we can access the first element in the list using the same square brackets, right? So here the square brackets is used for accessing individual characters in the string. Here we are using the same square brackets for accessing elements in this list actually. Now we can actually see how polymorphism is implemented kind of like in a transparent way in Python. And what is the benefit? What are the benefits of using polymorphism, right? So in the previous example, when we used plus, it is kind of intuitive for the user to to understand that, okay, if I use a plus with two integers, that means I'm trying to add these integers. And then if I'm using plus in between two strings, I'm trying to join these two strings. So that understanding is intuitive. Now, so as a developer of Python language, it makes sense to use plus for both the functionalities. And also, it's not just use the same operator, but we want the same operator to do different things in each of these cases. And the same thing here, like we are using square brackets, and then we are specifying the index position, and we are using square brackets along with the list, and we can use it with the dictionary. So these are a few different ways we can see polymorphism implemented in Python. Now let me actually let's actually create some classes and try to understand how we can implement polymorphism, right? So let's say you have two classes, and one class is called Chrome and the other class is called Firefox. Okay, so now for now let's just forget that we don't have any parent class. Okay, so now we have two classes, one is Chrome, the other one is Firefox, and Chrome class has three methods: init method, which is a constructor method, about, and extension. And Firefox class has three methods: init, about, add-on. Here's the thing. So now there is no connection, or there is no relation between these two classes. These two are totally separate classes. But we can, but they do share these common function names. Like this about is available in both the classes, right? We can call the about method of both the classes in a general way. So let me show you how, or what I mean by that. Okay, first actually let's create instances for these classes. Okay, now C is the instance for Chrome class, and then F is the instance of Firefox class, right? So now let's actually write a simple for loop, and let's actually loop through these instances. And now if I want to call, now B is just a common variable for both these instances, right? It can refer to both these instances. So now using this common variable, I can call the about method, right? And let's try to run this code. Now you can see that first time actually, or the first iteration basically iterates over the C, so we come to C in this tuple, and then we are calling the about method in the about method of C instance. In the second iteration, we're calling the about method of this F instance. So, and obviously when the classes are when the instances are created, the init methods are called automatically. So that's why we are seeing these messages. But the main thing is we are able to, just like how we use plus when B is referring to C, it is calling the about function or about method of one class. When B refers to F, it calls the about method of a different class. So this is polymorphism. So we have we have implemented polymorphism through this about method. Okay, so let's actually now implement a parent class for these classes. Let's say we have a class called browser. Okay, and the browser class has init method, open website, and about method. Now let's actually inherit this browser class, meaning this Chrome inherits this browser class, and also this Firefox class inherits browser class. By doing this, now the instances of Chrome classes are the instances of Chrome class and the Firefox class can access these methods, and we don't have any attributes in the browser class. But anyway, so instances of these child classes can access the methods of this parent class, like open website, init, and about. So now let's actually write some more code. I call this open website with this parameter, because this open website method takes a parameter called address, right? And I'm calling it through the instance of this Chrome class and the instance of Firefox class. So let's see what happens. Now you can see that when they are initialized, or when the instances are created, it's actually executing the init methods, which is fine. But when I call the open website method, which is not part of either the Firefox class or Chrome class, we are basically inheriting the open website from the parent class browser, right? And then we are able to pass these values to this address argument, and we are able to execute this print statement which is in the parent class, right? So now again, like earlier we implemented this through the for loop, but let's say if I am calling the about method of each of these instances, and now we can see that even the parent class has this about method, and the child classes have the same about method, right? So now when we call the about methods of the instances of Chrome and Firefox, we are overriding the about method which is in the parent class, right? So let's go ahead and execute it, right? So now we are getting the appropriate about methods executed. So now it's just basically a simple concept, right? So polymorphism is basically being able to use the same method or operators in different ways. That's it. So just like a plus or a square bracket, or in this case about function, we can implement polymorphism easily in Python. So that's about it. So now again, like it goes without saying, please subscribe to my videos and press that like button. Please share on your social media channels, and I will see you guys with another video next week. Until then, bye.